Hey guys, Jeremiah with Steps Pressure Washing and More. Today we are going to have what hopefully is going to be an easy day of washing. I've got 3 house washes on for today and no gutters, no blue house, no anything special, no hey, while you're here, take a look at this. We might end up adding a little bit here and there, but for today, we are just planning on doing 3 house washes and coming home. I'll take you along for the ride, and this will probably be the easiest day I have this week, as far as nothing too complicated. So let's get out there, let's get it washed, and let's see what we can do. Alright, we are out on job number 1 today. This is going to be a house wash. We were just here doing all the flat work, maybe about a month and a half ago. This is a client that we got from Facebook ads, which is the only client we got from Facebook ads this year. Recently turned them off again. They're just, let me just say, it cost me more to get a new client than the new client pays me. Now I'm hoping to make a long-term client out of this, hopefully an annual client, so recoup some of the money lost on Facebook ads. But so far, happy to be here, happy to have the new client, and we'll just go from there. Sometimes you lose money on marketing, especially like me. You're not 100% sure on how to market, but I'm always trying new things, always trying to improve. Overall, this house is not in bad shape. It looks like it's been very well maintained. No holes in the siding that I'm aware of. No open outlets. Just routine maintenance. Yeah, alright. Well, I had the tank filling up while I set up and do my walk around. And I'm just about ready to go. I gotta tape up the door locks, and that should get me at about 75 gallons to start. And yeah, I'll be ready to rock and roll. Alright, super tight quarters in here, but getting it done. It's definitely one of those things. I don't work a lot out this area, but when I do notice the closer we get to the airport, the closer the houses are together. And I don't mind it. It's just gotta be careful of the overspray. Alright, this one is all done. From pulling up to driving off is going to be about an hour and 20 minutes. And came out really good. We did a couple detail spots around back. I'm going to go get the tape off the doors and head to the next one. Alright, just about set up here on house number 2. I'm spending a lot of time driving today. About an hour and 50 minutes of just drive time. So I'm really hoping to make up a little time on this one today, but this one's been well maintained, so it shouldn't take too long. I nicknamed this neighborhood Windy Meadows. I was doing a lot of work here in 23. Got some oxidation here on the back. This is hot sunshine. So I was expecting that. This is also the southern facing side, so it gets that sunshine all day long. Oh yeah, good bit of oxidation on this. So definitely going to be pre-wetting that side and this side just to be safe. And got the hoses pulled, got the doors taped, outlets closed. And the front side of the house. Got an outlet on the front porch needs to be closed. I'll close that real quick before we get started. Alright, looks like we have a bird's nest up in the corner. We'll be avoiding that area. Alright, washing right along. This is side number 3. And we are 5 minutes into the arrival window of our next job, which is why we have arrival windows. I'd say it's a good half hour from here. We do 2-hour arrival windows. So as long as I wrap up here before, yeah, I mean, I've got a solid hour and a half. And I can still make it there in time. I would like to be there earlier, sure, but make sure that, if nothing else, the client does not think we are late. We're just towards the end of our arrival window. Yeah, we got a little bit of wind, nothing serious today like we've dealt with here in the past. I have had to put an extension on and use a ladder to get this peak. And we're going to do it just with the XJET, I'm sorry, the M5 downstream Twist. Alright, got that well. Just documenting this one. This one's drying pretty funny. It looked like streaks of bleached paint, but the longer it dries, maybe it's just the shine of that liquid still on there, but man, it looked really bleached out. But it's, as it dries, it looks better. Bit more normal. It really looks funky. Not loving the way it looks. I'll give that one more rinse, just in case. I think I'm just a little paranoid. All the prep I've been doing to do the blue painted house, I'm looking for damage paint everywhere. That just needed some time to dry. We are back in business. This was documented before I started, so we're all set. Out on job number 3. It has been about 2 years, give or take, since I was out here last. Take you around here to the north side. Got a gate over here that won't open, so I'm going to do the north side last. And this was, I'm actually the only one who's ever washed this house. I did its first, it was about 5 years old. I did its first wash a couple years ago. Now I'm back to do wash number 2, and it's not nearly as bad this time. Got some trees right around, but no big issues. Got spider webs, pollen, the usual. No signs of birds' nests. Lots of cobwebs. The tree here on the corner, I'll give that a pre and post rinse. I'm also going to be doing pre and post rinse here on the fence. The fence is completely untreated and has never been cleaned, so I don't want to show too much. And a little oxidation here on the southern side. But yeah, I don't want to clean it off too much by accident. And we got some little baby birds. I don't know if that shows up in camera, but they've been running around. They're not flying. It's pretty nice. Pretty cute. This is another area that gets really green. So I'm going to melt that off and go from there. Hose is already pulled. And tank is filling. Last time I checked, we had maybe about 60 gallons in the buffer. That's enough to get me started on a house this size. Got pretty decent water flow. And if I have to wait on water, I will. I just want to get it started. We've got about, yeah, we're still 10 minutes before our arrival window started on this one. Yeah, there we are. We're about 75. That's more than plenty. All right, choke. Start. We're running about a 0.9% today. And that is more than enough to take care of all this green up here. Alright, so finally on the north side, I've got this side plus one more to go. I don't know what I was going to say. Oh yeah. So it took me about 40 minutes to get here. So all total, we're probably at 2.5 hours, give or take, of driving today. I generally try to keep all of my jobs together or in a row, and this one I think I made a miscalculation on that Fuquay Marina job coming down from Cary, and at least I did have the foresight to work my way back home. So I'm only like 10 minutes away from my house now, and you know, it's little things like that. As I get busier, I need to be making sure I am doing correctly, which I thought I was doing pretty good, grouping the houses in the same area on the same days rather than zigzagging. And I did a little zigzag today, nothing too crazy, but enough to make a difference. I mean, 2.5 hours of driving, that's, you know, easily one job, one good job. So I need to make sure that I'm making the best use out of my time possible. Speaking of the best use out of my time possible, man, this really reacted to that 0.9. Alright, there it is. That's one clean north side. Now, I did get maybe the first 2 boards on that fence, even though I pre-wet it. It still looks like it took some of that color out of the algae, but we did our best. It has been a pain in the butt today. We got a soggy shorts leg because this has been running down the hose as I've been standing next to it. Junk. Alright, so that is it for today. 3 jobs in, and I'm 10 minutes away from home. I'm actually going to stop at the grocery store on my way, just because I need to go to the grocery store. I have 1 job on for tomorrow, and it's going to be kind of a little bit of everything I do. We're going to be doing house wash, deck cleaning, and skylights. No gutters, though. I spoke with this client, and we were talking a little bit about the HOA had sent her a letter about her house, and that's why she called me. And I asked if she could pass my information along to the HOA, and she said, I'll do you one better. I'll put you on the Facebook group. That way everybody in the neighborhood will have access to your info and a positive review. So I'm hoping that that gets me a little bit of business, and just that little bit of, hey, asking for a little favor, and the worst thing to do is say no, or say yes and then do nothing. But never know unless you ask. So anyway, that's all I got for y'all today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and y'all be safe out there. The grocery store, I realized I might not have finished putting everything away. Drove all the way here with that just hanging out on the side. That was lucky. I would have been in a pretty tight spot tomorrow without that.